last time in Skyrim, we did, like, a surprising amount, but we got kinda held up by the fact we ran into a bug. However, this time, we should be finishing off Dawnguard. We've finally hunted down Mr. Big Bad Snow Elf Falmer dude, who's a vampire. We've got Auriel's bow. Now we just need to go beat up Serana's father. And that should be it. Also, we got night vision. I figured out I had this last time because I became a vampire. Honestly, really useful. I'm happy it's a thing. But yeah, I need to find a way out of this cave, is where we're starting for today. And I'll be honest with you, it's a bit too dark. I can't see where I'm really meant to be going. But, oh well, it's fine. Also, I'm just gonna double check quickly. But, yeah, you can hear me. I've not made that mistake again. Let me stick hitting performance mode to get slightly better frames. And, okay. Okay. Now we can properly... Wait, did that make me invisible?
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
I don't think becoming, like, night vision would make me invisible. But I did notice, like, it almost looked like my weapon was invisible there. Is that supposed to be the case? I'd imagine not. Yeah, just quickly get my weapon equipped. I didn't mean to unequip it in the first place, but there we go. We're managing fine. I mean, Serana trying to help out. She's doing a good enough job. I'm not gonna fault her. She's trying her best, you know. I don't know where Hjormir's gone though. Like, I think Hjormir should appear at some point, but who knows when? Who knows when? As much as I love him, he's bloody useless. He really is useless.
I don't like the look of this.
I don't like the look of this. It's a cave, Serana. We've been through here before, I'm pretty sure. Is there not like a better Skyrim exit to it though? It's quite a big cave. And I don't entirely know what the way out is. And... oh, troll came from up here. That's concerning, because it makes me think I might be, yeah, looping back to where I just was. How did I do that? I didn't turn around in the path, did I? I don't think I did. Okay, just hug the right hand wall. Well, we'll find the way out. Just as long as I can see. And yeah, that feels like it's making me invisible. The night vision. Serana's being hit by the rocks. I recognise these vaguely. Let's quickly check. It wasn't Vampire Sight we had, it was Become Ethereal we had equipped. Okay, that would somewhat explain it, yeah. Also, do we need any of these? I'll take a healing potion. But, I mean, I don't know why I didn't take that the first time I came through. Regardless, just keep hugging the right hand wall. We'll find a way out. I'm not going to get lost in this cave. Not too badly, anyway. Just watch as I immediately get lost in the cave after seeing that. Where am I going? Up. Do I want to go up? Possibly. I think I might have wanted to go up. Is this just like the way out? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I accidentally find the right way to go to get out quickly? I might have. Now I still need to find the way up, because I remember I jumped in from above. I'm pretty sure anyway. So how do I get out? Because I don't think I entered the way I was meant to, but that being said, I found a way out. Get a child on the loading screen. I'm going to have a quick drink of water because I'm feeling a bit under the weather. Got a little bit of a headache. Slightly sore throat, but the throat's getting better. Why is there a child on loading screen? What an odd thing. Alright. I can't see. Can I activate night vision? That doesn't feel like night vision. No, that should be. Alright, I've got night vision turned on. Lovely. So, where are we going? Next place to go, all the way down there. Also, my light in my room is flickering. That's not fun. Is that gonna stop? It's not. Okay, let me fix that quick. We don't need the lights on, is what I've decided. I tried to fix it, didn't immediately fix, so it's all good. Yeah, we are heading probably Morphall from here, or Solitude. I'm thinking go south, go to Morphall, go to the inn, because, I mean, I could snack on someone, honestly. I'm a vampire now. It's easier than actually buying and cooking food. I wouldn't have thought that you'd be satisfied in both ways in terms of hunger, but I mean, sure, liquid-based diet apparently is the way to go. Okay, just keep heading south. We see a little salmon jumping up the river. I'm assuming it's salmon. I also might have left Shadowmere over there. I'm not entirely certain. But it's fine. It's not the longest walk. And who am I being shot by? Someone over there. No. Now I'm yours, apparently. Good to know, Mr. Forsworn. Let me just not do that. Lovely. This isn't where I thought I was going. Oh. Fancy cave. Not marked on the map. I mean, as much as I'd like to get sidetracked, no. We're finishing Skyrim today. I'm not jumping into a random cave. We're just wanting to head south, which involves climbing up a big old mountain. Which I swear hadn't been here before. Although then again, it was probably a bit brighter earlier on, so I'm not really recognising the scenery too well. Need to try and climb up a little. There we go. There's not going to be anyone able to follow me. I'm fine, regardless of how much battle music it plays. Just kind of hide over here. Vampiric powers grow apparently as I get more hungry. Yeah, I remember 2 months ago when I said I was finishing the main story of the game, I'm pretty sure. Apparently the DLC takes a while to finish. Like, a lot longer than I thought so could. But still, I'm having enough fun. I'm happy to keep going. Like, this should be the last stream. It should be. And then we'll go on to the next game, which I can't remember off the top of my head what it is that's winning, but there is one that's winning, and I think it's Celeste. Which, I mean, I'm up for doing Celeste. I don't know how many streams I'll get out of it. I'm entirely up for giving it a go. So I know my sister has enjoyed Celeste in the past. And, I mean, it's just a kind of platformer story game. It's not going to be anything hard, is it? Right? Unless people want me to go for like 100% completion. In which case, maybe it'll be a bit difficult. Who knows? All I know is I can barely bloody see as I'm walking around in the dark. Just need to be remembering to put on my vampire sight night vision. And then I'm assuming Like, we're probably almost south enough. No, we've still got quite a ways to go, apparently. Damn. It's in this vague direction. If I just keep running, I'll eventually get to Markar. If I can get, like, a nice, tasty meal of either food or a person, depending. I mean, it is night time. I think munching on a person is reasonable to do. It's okay though, we're free range people. And Slice is good, you have no idea what it's about. I think it's a kind of precision platformer game with some story to it. I don't know a lot, but I know it's a platformer. That much I know for certain. And yeah, there is Markar. Lovely. So to go to the tavern, or the inn, I believe it's called. I can't actually remember the name of the inn in Markar. Trying to think off the top of my head. No, I can't remember the name. I want to say it's like the Red something or other, but that is mostly just a guess. I don't know why the word red is coming to mind. Just cast another light. Just so people don't think I was coming over here with my vampire sight. They think I'm just a normal human being like them. Hello, Mr. Man. Let me just quickly jump in the city. I have been enjoying Skyrim though. I feel it's kind of, it's stayed its welcome.
Can't believe I'm posted here. Even the beds are made of stone.
Silver Blood Inn. I was nowhere near with having the word red for some reason in my mind.
The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Yes,
Thanks to
clean
yourself,
rooms.
sneak thief.
I'm not a sneak thief though. What I am is hungry. Hello, Mr. Man. Let me just... Lovely. Much better. I promise, my character is all good and just. I'm an upstanding citizen. Like I said earlier, that man is free range. I'm not keeping him just to feed on. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't have the capacity to. If I did, I quite possibly
Now,
would.
I know who you are, and I know your business. Just please.
Alright. Mr. Stableman with carriage. Where are you? There you are. Hello, I would like a carriage, please, all the way down to Riften.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Yes, climbing back, and we shall be off.
Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
I'm curious for what happens if the Dawn Guard. Because
Ask for better weather.
I've become a vampire. They don't like vampires. But I did it to help them out. So, I could see them maybe appreciating it. Like, just weighing up the scales, it could be either side, you know? And yeah, as soon as I've gotten here, I am immediately hungry again. About as expected. Let me just quickly run in here. We'll have a sleep after munching on another fellow traveller. Because if you're not munching on a person whenever you go to the inn,
Over here.
then you're clearly doing something wrong. And I mean, this is technically my fight. But at the same time, I could just walk into the tavern. The Bean Bar, as it is. Because I've been here way too often, I actually know the game name of this place. Yeah, that fight technically does involve me, but that doesn't need to involve me. Yeah, first, find someone to munch on. Hello. Just quickly get a free meal. Lovely. And yeah, let's buy a room, because we also need some sleep. promise, I'm not some kind of evildoer. I'm merely hungry. Yes. Oh yeah, I've become a vampire, is what's happened. I didn't pick that at the start, but I kind of needed to either become a vampire or give up half of my soul. Kind of thing. And I felt, vampire, it's just like a person, you know? But more emo, and likes to drink blood. So, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just a vampire now.
Bother me at my armor stand in the market.
Honestly though, being a vampire, there's not a lot of downsides. Like, I just get free meals by going up to people and munching on them while they're sleeping.
The city still
That's
reeks
great.
the stench of the storm cloaks.
But at the same time, I still need to sleep the regular amount, so it doesn't feel like I'm much of a vampire. I also get night vision. Like, I genuinely do think I have benefits to being a vampire. That's lovely. And I do suck for a living, but I suck for necessity more so than to earn anything, you know? Like, I just can't go more than a few days without having a good suck, you know? Am I not dead? Oh, it's because I've drank blood recently, so I'm not dying. Because how vampiric powers work in Skyrim is, if you drink blood, your vampire powers become weaker, but you also don't get affected by the sun as much. So it does kind of balance out, but at the same time, it does feel a bit weird. If I did actually have to worry about...
You're interfering with official
I'm not
formal
interfering, I was just wondering why they were drowning. Lovely. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, if I had to actually avoid going out during the day as a vampire, I would have, like, prioritized becoming a not vampire. Because, yeah, I don't want to be going around at night. It's really dark at night time because of the, like, lighting mod. Okay, it looks a lot nicer in the day as well. I do think Skyrim, with, like, the few graphical mods I add in, it really does look lovely, doesn't it? Like, it's hardly the, like, pinnacle of what games look like. Like, God of War definitely looks better than this. But this came out 2011, and with, like, a few graphical changes, it's just lovely. It looks great. Also, I'm still not sure why they keep referring to this keep as completely run down. On the inside there's a few cobwebs, but it's not run down. Apparently just one man's been maintaining the Dawnguard's castle. Or fort? Citadel? One of those words, probably. It's just like the one guy. Been looking after it. And he's been doing amazingly. I don't know how he's been doing so well, but he has. He really has. That being said, though, the man who was looking after him still is. Doesn't like me because I'm a vampire. And he's a vampire racist. Yeah, I got lots of sort of work. Alright, fair enough. I appreciate you dropping in, Seeker. It's been lovely chatting to you. I do hope you've been doing well. But yeah, I don't like the idea of talking to you while standing in the middle, so I'll stand slightly off to the side.
Get out of here, monster. Get out of here, monster.
Oh. Okay. I can't speak to him. Because I'm a vampire, he genuinely refuses to speak to me.
Are you mad?
Yes?
After the trouble I've gone through.
Fine. You could have just said no.
And are you willing to
Get
do the
yourself
job?
cured immediately. You're a threat to all of us otherwise.
No, you just want me
think
to go
perhaps
get
you should
cured.
speak to Isran. You don't look well.
Well, that's rude.
Get out of here.
They're not even going
monster.
to talk to me because I'm a vampire. Well, that's just mean. I guess. Speak to Valian then. That's gonna make this a lot slower to progress. I was just going on about how I liked being a vampire as well. I don't want to get this cured. I get free food. That's what matters. Where do I even need to go though? Oh god. Really? All the way to Morphall? Fine. Fine. Sure. Why not? I'm annoyed that I have to go out and do that. That's all good though. It does make sense. I kind of thought they'd overlook the fact that I became a vampire. Simply due to the fact I have literally gotten everything they need. I have proven myself probably more than trustworthy. You're a vampire scout, right? Yeah. Let me just murder you very quickly. So, Isran doesn't even want anything to do with me. Despite me having Oriel's bow. Are you really trying to run away? It's not a very good job you're doing. Same time though, I wasn't really running after it. I was just walking. Then I guess cure myself of vampirism, then do Dawnguard quests, and possibly become a vampire again later. Because it is nice being a vampire. Having the night vision really does help. It's the only real part I care about keeping. Food, I have enough money to buy more. I have enough salt to cook more. We're fine in terms of food. Is there any other benefits to being a vampire? Other than night vision? I don't think so. I think it's just the night vision I'm after. I could just get a spell for that. It's a lot less fun than just being a vampire, I feel. It'll be a tough choice to make, it will be. But I think I can do without being a vampire. It's fine. I'm just annoyed that Isran and the others won't even let me rally their forces to take out the big vampire threat. Simply because I'm a vampire. Despite me not being a threat to them. Like, I've not murdered any non-vampires at all during this quest line. I mean, unless you include the animals, but animals don't count. Neither do the weird skeleton soul things in the soul care. I don't entirely know what those were. I don't think they count as people though, do they? So I should be in people's good books, I would have thought. But I guess not. I guess not. Like I said, he's a vampire racist. I'm not too surprised.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
Yes, I would like to go to Morphall if you would.
Climb and back and we'll be off. Sun feels good, huh?
I'm looking forward to wrapping Skyrim up though. Like, as much as I have enjoyed it, it does need to have an end point. Because I could keep on playing this, but I'm pretty sure I have done all of the main things worth doing. Which, I mean, is there much reason to continue once you're done with the majority of everything? Yeah, it's a low
stand
volume.
before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating the hearts of the dead,
Hey.
you may save your
You
breath.
do that too?
I have done no such thing,
Oh.
nor do I intend to. I simply
I
wish to
mean-
live my life in peace.
I kind of hoped I'd get in on that, but why are you being accused of such things?
The people of Morthal would much rather weave their own horrid tales about my life than simply ask me for the truth. If they choose to fear me in their ignorance, that's their choice, but it will not change what is true.
Okay. So vampirism.
I
Can you
know
cure
many
me,
things.
possibly?
I've studied things beyond the reach of most humans. Traveled the Oblivion Plains, seen things one should not see. I have met
Done a
Deva,
lot for like a court
Flamer,
mage.
and everything in between, and I know enough to see a vampire where others would see a man.
But yeah, I'd like a cure
It
if
is
possible.
I know of a ritual, but have never performed it. It requires a filled black soul
That's why I got
gem.
so many of them
You need
inside
to kill
the
someone.
in the soul
When you
care.
have a gem and have filled it, return to me and I will perform the ritual. I will bring life to your dead body, vampire.
Well,
My talents
I've got the
work
soul gem.
very well. Meet me at the summoning circle in the marsh at dawn. We shall banish the creature you have become.
Dawn. Okay, kinda makes sense.
Till next time.
Where exactly am I heading? This is the last time I get night vision. I am gonna want to get there before dawn, I would imagine, then wait. Question is though, when is dawn exactly? If I had to guess, I'd say about 5, maybe 6 AM. Is this man really gonna get up that early though? I could see him getting there for maybe 7 at the earliest. 9 at the latest, I'd imagine. But yeah, I guess it's not that hard to kind of become a not vampire. I just need to run over here, then wait. Enemies nearby? Oh, it's so much crap. Okay, so 2 hours brings me to about 6:30. It's apparently dawn.
Here,
It is raining, but yeah, let's get this over with.
as you desire.
Make me non-vampire. I now just wait.
I call upon Oblivion Realms, the home of those who are not our ancestors. Answer
Okay.
my plea. As in death, there is new life. In Oblivion, there is a beginning for that which has ended. I call forth that power. Accept the soul that we offer. As the sun ends the
Did you do
night,
this to Serrano?
end the darkness of this soul. Return life to the creature you see before you. The ritual is complete.
There we go. Alright, now we can go back to talking to Isran. But to do that, that means we need to go back up this way to Morphal, get our horse, go up to Solitude, go to Riften, then go to Fort again, and then we can do the final kinda confrontation. Also, am I going the right way? I didn't fight spiders on my way. No, but I can just run to the village, it's fine. I should be needing to go this way? Yeah. This direction. Because Shadowmere should be in Morphal. I got the carriage to Morphal, therefore Shadowmere should have also been teleported along with me. I mean, I'm pretty sure anyway. There's not going to be a stable, but I'm fairly certain Shadowmere will still have been teleported. If Shadowmere did get kind of teleported in, it'd be around here. Right? Shadowmere? Shadowmere! I found you. Lovely. Alright then. On to Shadowmere. Up towards Solitude, so... I want to head north. It's up that way, and the game is crashed. God damn it. Okay, that's not ideal. Because that means I need to do that ritual again. God damn it. Alright, fair enough. I shouldn't be surprised. Need to remember, drop quick saves more frequently. That is the trouble I had last time. It cost me like half an hour to 40 minutes. Now we just wait for it to launch again. I love Skyrim, but it's a mess. It's a mess. Sorry for yawning. I'm tired because, like I said at the start of the stream, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I've not been sleeping great due to that. Yeah, we need to wait for 2 hours. Thankfully, it did auto save when I started resting.
Good, you're here.
Yes, I'm here. Let's get it over with.
As you desire.
Come on.
I call upon Oblivion Realms, the home of those who are not our ancestors. Answer my plea. As in
Yawning
death,
again, sorry.
there is new life. In Oblivion there is a beginning for that which has ended. I call forth that power. Accept the soul that we offer. As the sun ends the night, end the darkness of this soul. Return life to the creature you see before you. The ritual.
And yes, there we go. Run off in this direction then. Do drop just a quick save so we need to go through that kind of long ramble of the ritual again. But yeah, Shadowmere should be over kind of that area. Head that direction. Right? Yeah. I'm getting my bearings correct. It's fine. I don't know why Shadowmere's at the southern entrance. So I swear when you get teleported in from the carriage, it drops off over there. Could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. I've not paid the most attention, has to be said. I'm just also dropping quick saves a lot more frequently than usual. I'm assuming though, yeah, I don't have any vampire powers anymore, so I don't have my night vision. That is a shame. As much as it makes sense, it's still a shame. Yeah, I'm gonna go northeast-ish. It's out in this direction. In fact, if I head towards what I can see over there is the peaks of presumably the... is it castle? Or palace? It's one of the two. If I head over towards that, I'm able to get my bearings. Just keep heading north from here. In fact, looking at the cliff shapes, I need to head over kind of slightly northeast. Because yeah, this is going to take me across the water next to the foot of the bridge. About exactly where I want to be. Yeah, this might be the last time we're actually passing through Solitude. I actually know I might be coming back up here in a minute once we've rallied the forces. I could see that happening, that would make sense. But yeah. Solitude's... I'm glad to be rid of it, honestly. I don't have a lot of good memories about this place. I've been attacked by all sorts, just as I've been walking into the city. I also had the time I was hunting down the sewer grates, because they just wouldn't let me in. There was the Emperor assassination, as well as the me murdering someone at a wedding. Neither of those went particularly well. I did have fun, but neither of them went well. Like, Hod, he's, for some reason, still allowed in Solitude. I'm quite frankly amazed at that. I just thought he'd be banned by now, he'd be on a blacklist, but apparently not. Apparently not.
Where do you want to go?
Yes, I would like Riften, please.
Climb back and we'll be off.
Let me climb in back so we can be off.
You'll want to watch yourself in Riften. A lot of
I
ways
wonder,
to
if
get
I
yourself
shot
in
Serana with Oriel Bow, is that what I meant to do to get, like, the dark bow? I don't know. I don't know, but... God damn it, it's pitch black again. This is why I liked having night vision. And to figure out the way into the city. Here we are. That vampire night vision was so useful. That really was. I need it again. Quite desperately, in fact. It's not something I was recognising as all that important until I had it.
Yes?
Anyway, yes, room please. I have food already. I'm fine in that regard. Do not need to show me to my room. I know where I'm going. Going to here. Where sleep for 3 hours takes me into morning.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Sleep another 1 hour. Because apparently 3 hours wasn't
Got
enough.
the coin?
Now munch on some venison and, I mean, a sweet roll.
You're welcome.
Might as well.
Otherwise, hit the road.
And yeah, time to, as she puts it, hit the road. Why is it referred to as hitting the road? There is no hitting happening. There is a road. There is no hitting. Anyway, Shadowmere, hello. We are going on,
Right out here.
I mean,
I don't know how you
I think probably one of the last adventures as well. Because apart from going back to Riften to go up to Solitude, then to the castle, there's not much else left to do. We're almost ready to take Shadowmere just back to our house down in Falkreath, I believe the village is. I think it's Falkreath. We're almost ready to just take like Shadowmere down there, leave them in the stable. They deserve a break. Also, I don't know what the bandits are doing, but I'll leave them be. Oh, it's got a man. Just a man. Nothing special. This person's got something special. It's a dog. Ah, it's part of a Dawn Guard. Hello, dog. Got to say hello to the husky, you know? It's the rules. You can't see the dog and not go up and say hello. It's just how animals work in games. Unless it's the kind that wants to murder you. Because you do get the occasional dog who is less of a good boy. But simply because they're a good enough boy to be against me, who's usually the villain in those games. Or at least antagonist to people who own the dog. So they're still a good dog. Even in those games. Yeah, these guards, are you gonna talk to me this time? Because I'm in half a mind to just whack you with my mace. I'm gonna miss that night vision I had. I really did enjoy it. Also, can I use this as a cooking station? I can. Anything to cook? No, but I've got plenty of salt. For when I do manage to get something to cook, I'll be able to cook it. So that's fine. I need to just stop grabbing salt while running around. It's probably adding quite a bit of weight to my inventory. Speaking of... No, my weight's looking fine. Weight is... It's not really more than fine, but it's fine. I've got a spare almost 30 capacity. Yeah, hello.
Bow. You have Oriel's bow.
I do, and you
I've heard
weren't
it
willing to
described in
acknowledge
tales,
this before.
But I could never have imagined its beauty.
Yeah? Well, I'm still annoyed at you. Because you weren't willing to look at it just because it was a vampire.
Indeed. The day hasn't been
Can't
won while
believe it.
Harkon still walks Tamriel. But what of Serana? Can she be trusted to lift a blade against her own kind? Her own
Oh, so you trust a former vampire to recommend whether the other vampire, who's still a vampire, I might add, can be trusted.
I suppose that's as much as I can hope for. Let me address the Dawn Guard and then we'll be off. The men deserve to know that we finally gained the upper hand. Everyone, gather round. Come on then, we haven't got all day.
Okay. I'm gonna drop a save. In fact, you know, just quick save.
Yes?
Any chance I can become a vampire? No? No. I should probably stand over here or something, right? Unless he's waiting for me?
I knew it would come to this one day.
No?
I knew. And
You gonna
no
do
one
his talk?
believed. Watch your back.
Says... It's an enthralling speech. Are you speaking for her?
For too long, we've allowed these vampires to poison the night and kill our people. Now, we finally have the means to strike back. We now have Ariel's bow. The gods themselves have favored us, and we must answer with action. The time has come to finally put an end to Harkon and his unholy prophecy. We will march on their lair and destroy those wretched abominations so they can no longer corrupt our world. This is our fight, and this is our fate. This is the tide of the Dawn Guard. Kill the abominations!
Is this how people clap in this world? We're like half dancing while doing that.
It's time we take the fight to their door.
That's the plan. I was going to do it as a vampire,
Meet outside,
so I could kind of surprise them. Alright. I just had to quickly check my phone there. Let's go.
Watch your back.
Hey, be careful.
I'm being careful, don't you worry. Don't you worry. To jump down. And we're fine. He's really got ahead of everyone. God, like, some of these people are really fast. God, I came down here as fast as I could, and these guys are still ahead of me. Are you like the foremost person?
Rolls will serve us well, I think.
Oh, Gunmar. I'm gonna hope so. I'm going to hope. Yeah, still annoyed that I've been made unvampire. Like, I enjoyed night vision. There wasn't much in the way of drawbacks. It also meant I could go into the soul cairn, which now I'd imagine I can't because I'm not a vampire and I didn't give up half of my soul. Or whatever it was I was meant to do. But alright. Shadowmere, let's go. We are heading on a magical, wondrous adventure. Up to Riften, to then get a carriage. Then to Solitude, to then go across mountains a bit. Then to Castle, at which point you're not going to be following, because we're across the water. But you'll be there up until we get to the boat, Shadowmere. As one probable last adventure. I don't think there'd be more after this, right? There wouldn't be. There can't be. Yeah, head up this way. And you know what? We'll put up a few flags for ourselves. Just to make sure that things go well, you know? Maybe I'll get married after this to Hjormir if he reappears.
Need a ride?
There we
Where do
go.
you want to go?
Now, we're almost definitely going to die, so this will make it a difficult
Climb
final
back
mission.
and we'll be off.
Although,
You ever
that
been
being
on a
said,
date?
I was kind of supposed to do this earlier. In like
This whole
DLC
country's full
main
of
mission
towns.
and all that order. So... Yes. Sorry again. Who knows? It could be particularly difficult. It could be particularly easy. All I know is I need to go rest in the bed, because every time I get the carriage, it really just drains your character, doesn't it? I didn't mean to wait, I meant to put away my weapons. Like, it makes sense, we're travelling a long way, but still. Anyway, Winking Skeever. In we go. What next? Is there any reason to buy food? You know, I might as well. Might as well. I'll get some nice beef. We'll get a delicious chicken breast, and that'll be us. Although I apparently just bought a few meats while trying to back out of there. That's a shame, I hadn't meant to, but that's fine. That's fine. Rent a room, please.
It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. The winking skeever next time you're
Yeah, heading up. Then go through here, and we have a nice 3-hour rest, I think should be fine. There we go. Didn't mean to do that. Munching some beef. Lovely. We're all set to go murder a father figure, you know? The mild patricide for Serana. Not our father. So it's fine.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather.
Yes, Serana. I appreciate you being just perpetually not really condescending or anything, just kind of mocking in your tone of everything non-vampire. Like, it's bizarre for someone who's happy to get along with non-vampires. She really does tend to kind of mock everything in a condescending way. Like, not really condescending, but still. She doesn't like just anything about the human world, I don't think. Whether it's the sunlight, whether it's the rain, she'll just mock it. That's just what she does. drop a quick save now, we're on Shadowmere, and off we go to the little, like, rickety jetty. I would say it's kind of foreboding weather, but I don't think it is. I think it's just really terrible weather. Like, it would be foreboding if maybe it was all misty or something, but no, it's just rain and lightning and thunder and vampires. Yeah, I hadn't entirely expected the vampires to just show up, but fair enough, good on them, I guess. I'm just gonna ignore them. Serana, or if Yoromir's around, he will also murder him. Because we've got Serana and Yoromir to just take out anything we leave behind. That being said, that vampire's health bar at the top was not going down. Hello? That's the red guard, guys, again, looking for the red guard woman. An interesting crowd. I've never once come across those red guard guys and thought they seemed reasonable. But I guess whoever we're looking for is probably important and has kind of gone missing. We've also been searching for maybe 4 months at this point in game. Because yeah, they've always been searching, like since day one, for that woman. I'd understand getting a bit annoyed at just any old passerby. It's really a long horse ride though, isn't it? We've also got a bear, but ignore it. It's probably just a friendly bear after my picnic baskets, you know? He's just average run-of-the-mill bear. And oh, Life, how you doing? It's been ages. I hope you've been doing well. I've been seeing like your Discord status and stuff about like you getting the job and having to move, but that was like was it a year ago or so? God, it's been ages. How you been? I do hope you've been doing well. I really do. I'm just playing through Skyrim. I'm about finished, I think. I'm doing the Dawnguard DLC. It's the last bit of the DLC I need to do. We're just off to do a mild bit of patricide, you know? Just murdering Serana's dad, the evil vampire lord. But yeah, I do hope you've been doing good. Like, I can't remember the last time we did stuff together. It would have been like maybe a year and a half ago. Was me, you, and Fuke doing the Risk of Rain and stuff. I don't think we ever did Gunfire together, did we? I think that was just me and Fuke did that. Was that Fuke I did it with? I can't remember. Yeah, it's been ages. I really do hope you've been doing well. I always like seeing people who I recognise in the chat as well. Oh, you've been pretty good. I mean, I've been good myself. I'm just kept busy with uni stuff, really. Currently working on a group project in uni. It's a professional one. We're actually making a game. Who would have thought? Year 3 of the game course, I make a game. But yeah, I've been kept busy, and it's exciting stuff. It's exciting stuff. I don't think it's necessarily going to be an amazing game, but it's going to be good, and it's going to be a game that I have contributed towards making. It's going to be a kind of point and click, kind of Phoenix Wright style game, with a more noir setting. I don't think we're in an NDA at all, so I could tell you more about it if you are curious. Also, you're Ezra. Okay, I kind of thought you'd be taking a lead, but he's not. It's me, the new person taking the lead. Fair enough, I guess. Let me just get out my... Okay, I've immediately become slightly infected with vampire juice. That's kind of expected. Let me just back off. Oh yeah, it's good fun. It's been great working in a group. It's the first group project I've done in the year. So, I'm having fun with it. I'm really having fun. Also, that's a mean death him. Okay. I was worried there because I didn't see any name on him or anything. You thought he might have been friendly? Possibly? He wasn't, as you'd imagine. Yeah, what about you been up to? You been up to anything in particular? Like anything exciting? Because I'm curious to hear what you've been up to. Because having seen like a few Discord statuses from time to time, it seems like you've kept yourself quite busy with things. I really don't know who's a friend. I'm pretty sure that guy over there is an enemy. So that should be fine. If I just fire at the people who aren't in the centre of the room, we should be fine. I just played a lot more Skyrim too. I mean, fair enough. Since we last played, we got the new DLC for it as well, didn't we? The... I can't remember, is it Void stuff? Or Abyss? I think it's Void, the kind of area, isn't it? But yeah, I gave that a go. All I can say is Engineer is still very overpowered. Because they've definitely felt quite cheaty for just beating that new boss in the, like, kind of end area. Like, was it kind of, not really octopus looking dude, but guy with a big laser that he's swung around. Also, I think we're doing very well in this final fight. Let's drop a quick save. Because apparently we're meant to go up here, and this feels rather foreboding. Yeah, I have quite enjoyed the DLC. It's been good fun. And, okay, I should probably stop talking about Skyrim. This is important, right?
You disappoint me, Serana. You've taken everything I provided for you and thrown it all away for this pathetic being.
Provided for me? Are you insane? You've destroyed our family. You've killed other vampires all over some prophecy that we barely understand. No more. I'm done with you.
She has a valid point.
So, I see this dragon has fangs. Your voice drips with the venom of your mother's influence. How alike you've become.
No. Because unlike her, I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore.
And you.
Oh, you say, and you talking to me, okay.
I have you to thank for turning my daughter against me. I knew it was only a matter of time before she'd return with hatred in her heart.
I mean, I don't have much to say other than being very melodramatic. And just talking about hatred born of his neglect, apparently.
A small price to pay for the betterment of our kind.
I mean, I disagree with what my character's saying to some extent here, but yeah, your kind is a blight in this world.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes. Always the noble.
I was quite happy being a vampire.
And what happens
sure.
when you've slain me? Is Valerica next? Is Serana?
I mean, this is about more than killing vampires. That is correct. It's about not wanting the sun to be kind of blotted out of the sky. That sounds pretty bad.
The prophecy. You've come here to stop me from taking Ariel's bow and shrouding the world in darkness.
Yeah, pretty much. Enough of this, though. Let's just have a fight. I'll whack my ways.
I'm growing weary of speaking to you and my traitorous daughter. I'll give you a single chance to turn over the bow to me. There will not be a second.
I mean, fair enough. It's an option. Why is this an option? At what point would someone say, oh yeah, sure, have a bow? Like, I'm really curious.
Pitiful. Simply pitiful. I expected more from the defiant fool beguiled my daughter. No matter. Serrano
I did drop a quick save before this conversation, so we're fine. Yeah. I don't know if this would have made a difference other than me having or not having the bow during this fight. What's he doing up there? Get down, you silly man. He's not even fighting anymore, he's stuck on top of the statue. Now my head's been bashed into a wall. This isn't a very exciting fight. I would imagine normally you're meant to use Oriel's bow here. Like, I don't have the bow anymore, do I? No. So what do I do? Alright, I guess I just whack him again. You stop being in the weird bubble. What an interesting boss fight. This is a lot easier than I feel it should be. Okay, he's just summoning things that I need to kill, fair enough. It's the vampire, gargoyle-y kind of fight. It's all good, nothing out of the ordinary. Get ready to mark him with a mace again. Come on. Patricide for the win. Just needs to stop being in his little orb. Any minute now. Any minute. There we go. There we go.
Enough games.
Enough games, let's finish this, he says, while he immediately starts running away again. Is there like a way to sabotage that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, we got close to finishing him off. We needed like one last tiny hit. Okay, I've gotten up. Murder that skeleton. That's Serrano's gargoyle. Murder this skeleton. Murder this one as well. There's apparently a dude here. Yep, there we go. Is that guy friendly? We're not marked as an enemy. Someone up there though, apparently. Oh, mister. Drop down and is now dead. What anticlimactic boss fight? What's an anticlimax? Can I shoot him with my regular bow while he's in that? Probably not. But he seems to just be healing up by the same amount each time. I feel I was meant to hang on to the bow rather than just giving it to him. But I was just too curious to see what happened if I did. Because who in their right mind would give him the bow under any normal circumstance? Okay, he's still here. I thought he ran off. He hadn't. He's going back up to here. Is he dead? He's dead. Hooray! Patricide has been completed. Patricide any percent speedrun, you know? It's great. That was such a crap boss fight, yeah. I'm assuming, like, from what I've heard, I was meant to do this DLC sooner than I did. So he's meant to be a lot tougher. But he genuinely sucks. Like, I'll take a magic suppression necklace. That's fine. Nothing else he has is really any good, honestly. I'm happy to pass on any of that.
Now that's done.
I mean, yeah, it's done, Serrana. That was worryingly easy.
I'm not sure. I'll probably stay with the Dawn Guard for as long as they'll let me. They're respectable fighters, and I think they see the benefits of having a vampire on their side now. Of course, if you've got any more adventures planned.
What benefits did she provide other than fighting? this game, I understand, like, yeah, stick with the Dawn Guard because they hate vampires. I want to kind of change their prejudice, show them not all of them are evil. No, no, she's staying there just because she thinks she's proved her worth to them. Not for any greater goal, just because she's got nothing better to do. Well, I'd love to have you along.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Brilliant. I want you to turn me into a vampire is maybe not the right moment for that. We have been told normally that's quite an intimate thing for vampires. Maybe not immediately after the father murder. But yeah, that's that.
It's over. He's dead. And the prophecy dies with him.
Is this it? Just like a creaky skeleton?
This is difficult for you.
I think my father really died a long time ago.
This is brilliant.
This was just the end of something else. I did what needed to be done. Nothing more.
I think perhaps. I think you did more than that. You have my thanks.
Is that it? Is that all there is? There's nothing in the chest. Not like anything on this weird blood fountain. Is that it? That's it. There's no like grand ending. That's literally the finish. Well, we're completed. But I kind of expected to have to like go back or something, but no. Genuinely, that was all there was. That is a Dawn Guard. Completed. Any of these vampires have anything? Got a lockpick. Although one thing I do need, a human heart. Didn't manage to check last time because I was kind of banished, but somewhere here, is there a human heart? It's potions of blood, human flesh. I need a single human heart. Unless, is human flesh possibly going to be what they want? Let me check. The human heart, giant's toe, charred skeever hide. So human heart's definitely a separate thing to human flesh. Like, grab that. Possibly? That would count. It does count as stealing, but I mean, I might as well loot the place before we go. Unless that might be a human heart. Unless it's a Daedra heart in there. Might be a Daedra heart. I've been searching for it for a long time. It's a Daedra heart. I mean, it might count. It might count. Damage, health, poison recipe. So, just a regular poison recipe. There's all sorts here. But I don't think I care about any of it. I think that's us done. I really do think that we are finished with Skyrim. Really, it's like an hour-long stream today. But, I mean, it's not finished until we get back home, is it? Until we figure out why these gargoyles have reappeared as well, because these definitely woke up previously. Like, that gargoyle there and that one there, they did wake up and try and murder us. Don't trust them. But alright. Get in the boat, which we did not land on the dock. Apparently, we just came on shore with. Yeah. One final ride on Shadowmere. Just up to Solitude. That's all we need. And we can retire. Pod has had a wonderful adventure. He really has. Like, he's somehow become the Mage College Grand Wizard or whatever it is. I can't quite remember the term. Is it Archmage? Possibly? That sounds about right. Don't know how he's managed that. He casted all 3 spells. And that was it. Didn't cast any more than that. He's also become the leader of the Dark Brotherhood and the listener for the Night Mother. Which, I mean, I feel should be mutually exclusive jobs, but I mean, the leadership role was open. And they did offer me a sweet-ass horse in exchange for it, so I'm happy to take Shadowmere in exchange for murdering the Emperor. Like, that seems like a fair deal. We've also got the ice breath and whatnot because we stopped the evil... Was it undead? I don't know. Whoever it was, the evil... like, dragonborn fellow from the other DLC. The, I mean, aptly named Dragonborn DLC. We did that a while ago, and I still don't quite know what was going on with the kind of Ash people in that DLC. I feel I kind of missed half of that storyline, but I wasn't able to figure out quite where it was wanting to continue from. There is a dragon trying to murder me, but he doesn't matter. It's just a dragon. Like the fights, if I did bother fighting him, it might drag on a little bit, you know? I'm sorry, I had to put in one last pun before everything gets wrapped up. But yeah, Hod's done a ton of stuff. He's explored most of this map, hasn't he? Like, a lot of the north, that's very populated. Hasn't really been down in this area a lot. Hasn't really been in that central region either. It's been all around Falkreath. It's been all around kind of the Reach. And largely around Pale as well, over there. It's kind of central region. And by Markarth I haven't explored so much, but there's never been a lot there. And it's all kind of hilly and mountainous. And yeah, there's not a lot to do. Not a lot to do over that way. So I don't feel I'm missing out. Yeah, Hod more than deserves to have a grand retirement. Possibly with Fjormir, if he reappears at some point. Which I'm hoping he does. I don't know if he will, but I'm hoping so. There's a possibility I've accidentally killed him at some point and not noticed. So I'm just hoping that's not the case. Yeah, just riding off into... That should be the sunset, I believe. Quickly get off the horse. Have a chat with you. Although I would like a carriage one last time to Falk. I mean, all in all, I have really enjoyed Skyrim. I think the survival mode isn't really the best implemented. Like, being flashbanged whenever your character gets to the next stage of being cold kind of is a pain. I don't know why they decided to implement that. It's also been the whole blurred vision as soon as you get to half your tiredness meter. That's also a bit peculiar. And yeah, we're not really going to address too much the fact that there was a stamina bug with the over-encumbrance. I don't know if that's part of the survival mod. I don't know if that's part of just base Skyrim. Could have been anything. Could have been anything. All in all, for a very lightly modded first playthrough, I have had a grand time. I've had a lovely, lovely time with this. I can see why so many people hold it in high regard and how people have kept coming back to it. And how the modding community has just managed to keep on going. There's a lovely basis for just all sorts here. I'm a little sad it wasn't more of a roleplay side of it, where what kind of character you made mattered, seeing as you can kind of do everything with the one character. Which, I mean, somewhat makes sense, but at the same time, it does kind of make it feel a lot less exciting. And also, bandits are just attacking my house. Would you stop, please? Just give a quick old whack to you with big old live along mace here. The mace, which, despite the name, has not had many puns of that type made. And I accidentally hit my own horse there, despite nearly aiming at bandits. So yeah, there we go. That's us, back into our house, which we have not visited in a long time. It's been a long, long time. Got a little elytra nymphs. Forgot we had those. He's serenading the stew. Fair enough. Yeah, we've got the meal that we set out ages back. Plate's gone slightly off kilter, but that's fine. It's also the cutlery that's assumedly been misplaced. I'm just gonna assume someone ate it, 'cause I swear I left that looking a bit tidier. We've also got this room, which, did we ever get the final stuff for building more animals in this room? I don't think we did. I don't think I particularly cared to do it now. Got fancy glass shield, like that's the Varn Defel glass shield. It's a fancy name. We've also got Mirak's staff from Dragonborn. Staff of Fury, which just kind of looks cool. That's not anything exciting though. What else do we have? We have... ah yeah, up here. Set of armor, which I don't think that's what I cared about, was it? There's this one, yeah. This one's the Dark Brotherhood stuff. As well as a hood that's not part of Dark Brotherhood, but still largely Dark Brotherhood items, and it's all very fancy. It's all very fancy. Here we have what's supposed to be Hjarmir's bedroom, with his piece of cheese in a bowl, bit of bread. Swear I had potions up there, but they're gone. We still have that one there. Then our room with just lotus extract, like a somewhat deadly poison next to our bed. You've got to love it. You've got to love it. But yeah, that's been Skyrim. I've had a lovely time. I do hope everyone else has enjoyed as well. Like, it's a game that deserves kind of accolades it has. I don't think it's one that necessarily deserves being re-released for the, like, 12th time or anything. But yeah, I've had a lovely, lovely time. That is all for now. Next week, might not be a stream on Monday, but if there is, we'll be going over to whatever the new game is. Quite possibly Celeste, as I was saying earlier. For now though, that is me. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you around.